هيك معه. ايه ايه جيبوا بسرعة. شش. Miss, the one who entered using the name Sarah, please write your family name. And you know you are two Sarahs in class. So I'm not going to guess alone.
Hi, Miss.
بس ما أنا كل ما فوت على زوم غيرها من رينيم.
Hi, Miss Safa.
Hi, Kareem. Hi, everybody. I'm taking attendance, okay?
صباحا مس.
Good morning, Miss.
Good morning, Celine. Good morning.
ماما خليني اكرمها.
Good morning.
Good morning.
بدي اكرم انا.
Gabi, Hadir, Ismail, Kareem, Sabine, Sarah, Ahmed, Leah joined now. Riwa, Ali Basma.
Hi, Miss.
Hi, Ali. Ali Basma. Who else? We're still waiting. Okay, I will wait just for 2 minutes in case anybody else wants to join. بعد في سيرين فتونة، سارة عيسى. Maya is here. Not yet. So Maya. Fatima isn't here كمان صح؟ Fatima عبود. Alma. So we're gonna wait, okay?
Hi, Miss.
Hi Maya, so you came, good. Okay, so Adam is here, Sarah Ahmed, Sarah Isa is not here, Sarah Ahmed is here. I wrote Sarah Isa's name 2 times. Okay, Sabine is here, Tia, Ali Basma, Kareem, Abbas, Ismail, Ahmed, Celine, Gabi, Leah, Riwa, Ali Basma, and Maya. So we're gonna wait for Celine Ftune, for Sarah Isa, for Fatima, and for Alma. Anybody else? Ghadi. Ghadi Kamal isn't here. Okay, I will ask them to join. Just a second. So grade 8. Is there anybody else? Did I forget anyone? No, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Serena Ftuni, I guess.
Yeah,
لا سيرين معنا باللايف.
who?
سيرين.
Where is she? Sireen Ftuna. Okay, she is here. Okay. I couldn't see her name, you know. So Fatima, Alma, and Ghadi and Sarah Isa. Anna, I will start in 1 minute. I cannot wait more. Guys, Anna, I allowed you to unmute yourselves, okay? Just in case you have any question or something.
Okay.
Amjad, I forgot Amjad. Amjad has
صار زمان هون يا مس.
Amjad. Okay, so Amjad is also here. Let me just check. Alma joined. Good. So we're still waiting for Fatima and Ghadi and Sarah Isa.
مس بدك بحكيهم ولا لا؟
I sent on the group. Hunne, they are responsible. Alma, she's here. Ghadi.
Fatima will join.
Fatima will join.
Yes.
Okay, so we still have Sarah Isa and Ghadi. Yalla, we're waiting for Fatima.
Miss Sarah Isa will join.
Okay, yalla, I'm waiting. If anybody is talking.
بس أنا هلا رد علي غدا قلت له يفوت.
Yeah, okay.
ما أنا هيك.
Okay. Coffee. هيك we'll start together. عرفتوا؟ خلاص I make sure all of you are here. So Ghadi joined. Okay.
مس اللي بتفوت على المايك بتحكي له على يمين يعني ولا كيف؟
Of course يعني.
Hi Miss.
Hi Ghadi. So who didn't join? Let's see. Fatima also joined. يعني خلاص, you're all here. Let's start. Okay. So today, Miss Nahna, we are going to have a new lecture. It's a grammar lecture. Anna, I combined 2 grammar lessons together because we have to save time, and these 2 lessons are very easy to explain together. Okay, يعني it makes it easier for you to understand the 2 lessons more if they are explained together. So today we are going to explain the past simple and the past progressive. Okay, يعني this is our lesson. هلا I'm gonna share screen with you. Okay, نحن how many participants now? 24. طيب. Sarah Balhas is not here. Okay. Hadi Fadlallah is here. Yeah. So I'm gonna share screen with you now. Yeah. I can see Hadi Fadlallah. Hadi Fadlallah. Habibi, it's clear that you're doing this. They show me your name when you annotate on the screen. They show me your name. عم تتهضمن يعني هادي أو كيف بالضبط؟ Let's start. So as I said, today we are going to start with the past simple and past progressive. We have 3 sessions, 3 Zoom live sessions during the week. So today we are going to explain the past simple. Tomorrow, if we have English based on your schedule, we'll continue with the past progressive. And the 3rd live session will be an integration between the 2 tenses. Okay, so first of all, let's look at these 2 sentences. As you can see in these 2 sentences have the same verb, but in 2 different forms. Of course, I'm not going to explain in this slide, but I'm just going to show you how is the past simple verb written and how is the past progressive verb written. Let's look at the first sentence. I watched the movie last night. So the verb in the sentence here is watched, right? So watched here is a simple past verb. The second sentence says, I was watching the movie last night. So was watching alone is not a verb. So here was watching is the verb and it's a past progressive verb. So in this slide, I just wanted to show you the difference between the past simple and the past progressive. يعني the difference in the shape or how they are written, okay? Now we move to an overview. This is an overview about the whole lesson. So in this lesson, I'm going to show you 3 very important ideas. The first is how to form a past simple and past progressive, when to use a past simple and past progressive, and the more important is the difference between the past simple and the past progressive. So these are the 3 main objectives that we are going to cover throughout the lesson. How to form past simple, past progressive, when to use them and how to use them, and the difference between both of them, okay? Is it clear till now? This is what we are going to do today. Hello. As you can see in the slide here, you have 2 boxes. I am going to explain the first box only and the past simple. We are not going to explain past progressive today. We are going to explain the past simple. So let's start with the past simple tense. The first thing we have to think about when we talk about the past tense is the kinds of verbs. As you know, in English language, we have 2 kinds of verbs. We have regular verbs and irregular verbs, okay? And here, it's the difference between the form of the past simple tense. يعني the past simple tense has 2 forms, عنده 2 shapes, شكلين يعني. The first shape or the first form is with the regular verbs, and the second form is with the irregular verbs, يعني as if it has 2 faces, okay? It changes its face when it's with the irregular verb. هلا, what is the difference between a regular and an irregular verb? The difference between these 2 verbs is that a regular verb is a verb in which if you want to change to the past simple tense, all you have to do is to add ed. So, he worked last night. He played football. Okay? He watched TV. He listened to music. All of these are called regular verbs. These verbs, we are going to talking about the form, يعني عن شكل ال past simple. These verbs are changed into the past simple tense by adding ed. هيدول we call them regular verbs. Now we move to irregular verbs, يعني the verbs that are not normal, abnormal verbs, let's say, they have a different shape. These verbs have a unique past tense. What do we mean by a unique past tense? We mean they have their special shape. عندهم their special shape. They are different. Okay? They are special. They are unique. يعني when we want to change these verbs into the past simple tense, we do not add ed. Did you see how they are special? We do not add ed to these verbs. When we have a past simple verb, or when we have an irregular verb, what we have to do is to change this verb into its past form by what? By memorizing the irregular verbs. As the example, I bought a new t-shirt yesterday. Bought is the past form of the verb buy, right? I broke my leg. I drank orange juice. I met my friends at a coffee shop. All of these are called irregular verbs. يعني they are completely changed when they are transformed into the past tense. We do not change them to the past by adding ed. Instead, بنروح على irregular verbs list. We memorize the verbs and we write the past tense of the verb. Got it? يعني أنا I cannot say I buyed or I drinked or I meted. Okay? These are verbs that are changed into the past by not following the rule. They do not follow a specific rule. They do not have a specific rule. Okay? So these verbs do not follow the rule of adding ed. Any question concerning the form of the past simple?
No.
Is it clear? So, long story short, regular verbs are verbs that are changed into the past by adding ed. Irregular verbs have a unique past tense. You have to memorize them using the irregular verbs list. I will send it to you by today. Okay? Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Please, حبيباتي, wake up, okay? يعني أنا I don't have to ask a question and wait like for 5 minutes for you to answer. Wake up and share with me. Just show me that you're active.
Okay, Miss.
Yeah. Now we move to the uses. What do we mean by uses? يعني why do we use the past simple? For what? Okay? For what do we use the past simple? In which cases do we use the past simple? Let's see. The first use of the past simple is to express completed actions in the past. Who can tell me what do we mean by completed actions? Who can explain?
يعني actions that
يعني
are
actions
already
that we
done.
do and we
That
finished
are already done.
They are already done. Very good, Ghadi. Finished actions. Actions that are... Huh? Celine and Ghadi.
وأنا
He also answered. Celine, Ftuni and Ghadi. I heard you. You said
Celine
actions that
Najdi
are already
Ftuni.
done. Celine Najdi, sorry. Ghadi said...
okay,
completed
miss.
or finished. Okay, so completed actions in the past and the actions that are already done. يعني they are finished. Okay, but let me check who left the meeting. Someone left.
Tia.
Why? Yes, Tia. Okay. So
ناس بيكون قطع عندها الكهرباء أو راح الإنترنت.
okay, no problem. Yeah. So completed actions in the past and actions that are already done. خلصوا. They happened yesterday or last week or last year or a month ago, 1 week ago, 2 years ago. بس إنه هن they are done. Finished. Okay? Let's look at the examples. He broke his tooth last week. This action is already done, right? Is this action completed? Is it? Is it completed?
Yes, Miss.
It is completed,
Yeah.
right? خلصت, it's done. Peter cooked dinner last night. Is he still cooking till now?
No.
He
No.
finished cooking.
Cooked last night.
Very good. He cooked last night. So this action is done. خلصت. Okay? So this is the first use of the past simple. to express completed actions in the past. هلا هن the uses of the past simple are very close على فكرة, okay? Now, the second use is habits in the past. What do we mean by habits in the past? We mean things that we used to do. كنا نعملهم in the past. Okay, and we maybe stopped doing them. Let's look at the examples. Peter played the piano when he was a child. So when he was a child, يعني in the past, he had a habit. He used to play the piano. Got it? He studied Spanish when he was a student. He lived in New York when he was 10 years old. Did you understand what do we mean?
Yes, Miss.
Yes.
يعني habits, things that you used to do in the past and maybe you're not doing them right now. Okay, so we call them habits. These habits are always related to the word when. يعني when he was 10 years old, when he was a child, when he was a student, when he was in a certain country, but they are always related to a certain time or place. Okay?
Miss, or a certain date.
What? Yes, exactly, a certain date. Now, the third use, which is very silly, hey, a series of completed actions. This number 3, this use is the same as number 1. Nothing different, but the difference is that in number 3 we have more than one action. In number 1 we have one action. عرفتوا كيف؟ يعني a series of completed actions. يعني هي كمان it expresses completed actions in the past, بس هون it's a series, يعني more than one action. Okay? More than one action, يعني he sat down, took out a notebook and a pen, and started taking notes. So here we have 3 actions. Sat down, took out, and started. It's a series, يعني مثل مسلسل, سلسلة أحداث, more than one thing happening. He made breakfast, drove his son to school, and went to work. Okay? So here also we have a series of actions. Got it?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So it's the same as number 1, but in number 1 we have one action, in number 3 we have more than one action. That's it. And of course, there is a comma between the actions. Is it clear?
Yes.
Is everything clear? Any question?
No.
Great.
No questions, Miss.
Okay. يعني فاهمين?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Now we move to something also very simple. هلا like here I'm going to explain the spelling rules to how to change the past simple tenses. يعني spelling. يعني when we add ed, what happens to the verb and blah blah blah. هلا the point is there are some verbs that you directly write them correctly because you already know. You took this in spelling when you were in lower grades, but you don't know maybe the rule. Okay, so just don't get mixed up with all these rules لأنه maybe you already know them. يعني أكيد you know إنه نحن when we have a verb that ends with e we just add d. When the verb ends with double e we add d. يعني you know how to write agreed correctly or decided correctly or traveled correctly, but you don't know the rule. So don't just get mixed up with the rules. Just read them, okay? And you are already good in spelling, so no need to follow a certain rule or go back to the rules and just to get mixed up. So first of all, we're going to start with a one-syllable word, consonant, vowel, consonant, like fit. Fit is a consonant, vowel, consonant verb. يعني F is a consonant, I is a vowel, and T is a consonant. So when we want to change this verb into the past tense, we have to double the last consonant. This is a rule. And then add ed. Okay? If we have a two-syllable CVC, يعني it ends with a consonant, vowel, consonant, and the last syllable, يعني refer, f, I'm stressing, double the last consonant. Occur, I'm stressing on k. So you double the R and then you add ed. Refer, I'm stressing on f. So you double the R and add ed. So you concentrate on the sound of the last syllable. Syllable يعني صوت, okay? It's a sound. If the last syllable is not stressed, يعني even if it was a consonant, vowel, consonant, 2 syllables words, if the last consonant isn't stressed, no need to double the last consonant. Let's see how. Travel, travel. See, I'm not stressing, it's unstressed. So I just add ed. Listen, I'm not stressing. So you just add ed. This is the difference. Verbs that end with a vowel consonant, like conceive, ends with EAL. Reveal ends with EAL. All you have to do is just add ed. That's it. Verbs that end with E, like decide, you just add D. And verbs that end with double D, like agree, you just add D. Irregular verbs have to be studied since they do not follow any rule. As I told you, I'm going to send you the irregular verbs today. I'm going to ask you to memorize them. Okay? I will do something funny using the irregular verbs على Flipgrid, I think, this week. A certain game or something. But it's going to be fun. So I'm going to send you the irregular verbs list in order to memorize. Did you understand the spelling rules?
Yes.
Yes, miss.
Okay, they're
Yes.
they're easy. يعني
Yes.
أصلاً you already know how
Yes,
to write the
miss.
words.
We took them.
Yeah.
We took them.
مس بس الورك شيت انت لازم نحلها.
هلا انتوا الورك شيت you are not going to able to solve it إلا لما أخلص past progressive. Okay. هلا انتوا you are
ايه عشان بعد ما نزلتها اصلا على
بلا I uploaded it to the application.
It's not
بس انا راح
loading.
اطبعهم كلهم اليوم.
Okay, سيرين بيكون internet connection بس anyway انتوا you have to solve it during the weekend لأنه on Monday يعني next Monday we will be solving the worksheet. فهمتوا كيف؟
next week for next
ايه
week.
يعني انتوا you solve it during the weekend هالأسبوع during the weekend. اوكي يعني ليكوا شو نحن tomorrow we are going to explain the past progressive. اوكي هلا انا شو حاعمل بالثيرد session اللي هي the third Zoom live session I will explain the past simple و past progressive كيف نستعملهم together و I will solve a part of the worksheet with you. يعني ما راح اترككم تحلوها كلها لحالكم. اوكي
Okay.
I will solve a part of it with you. Okay وانتوا you continue the rest on Saturdays and Sundays. هيك usually يعني كنا خلصنا الأونلاين كله. Okay on Monday when we have a live session بنحل اللي بقيوا من exercises we correct them together يعني as if عندكم homework يعني كأنه we are in class we solve half of the worksheet together and you continue it at home. مش هيك كنا نعمل at school. I used to solve some of the exercises with you. You continue the rest at home. When you come on the second day, we correct them in class.
Yes.
Yes. So this is what we're going to do. هلا نحن on the last Zoom live session هلا بشوف امتى we're going to solve the worksheet together, half of the worksheet or a part of the worksheet. Into on Saturday and Sunday you continue solving the exercises. On Monday we correct it together. Okay?
Okay.
هلا let's now move to the affirmative, negative and interrogative forms. Okay? هلا here I'm going to explain briefly. Affirmative, you all know it's a positive sentence. يعني it's a simple sentence that tells something. A negative sentence is a sentence that says not. And an interrogative sentence is a sentence that asks a question. Okay? هلا احنا in the past simple we have two forms of the affirmative, negative and interrogative. عندنا the form of the verb to be يعني was and were and the form of the action verbs. Okay? Let's look at the examples that we have. They were friends. Who can tell me where is the verb in this sentence?
Where?
Were, very good. So the main verb here is a helping verb or it's a verb to be, right?
Yes.
We want to change this sentence into the negative form. They were not friends, or they weren't friends, right?
Yes.
If I want to ask a question, how do I ask a question here?
Were they friends?
Were they friends? Excellent.
Were
Were they friends? Here there is a mistake على فكرة هون. They mistaken. They weren't friends is wrong. Anyways, so they were friends, they weren't friends, and were they friends? This is the way we form the verb to be. If I told you he played football. Sorry. If I said he was sick. Negative form.
He wasn't sick.
He wasn't sick.
Interrogative.
Was he sick?
Very good. Was he sick? Did you understand how we form it? If the verb is a verb to be?
Yes.
Yes.
Now we move to the second idea, which is if the verb is an action verb. Okay? If the verb is an action verb, we have a different rule. Let's see. She worked yesterday. Do we have a helping verb, or do we have a verb to be in the sentence?
No.
Where is the verb? Who can tell me?
Worked.
هونيك يا ماما. بالبايس.
Worked.
إيه غدير. Wait. So worked is the verb. Okay? Worked is the verb. Do we have a verb to be? No. So the only verb in the sentence is worked.
Yes.
But if we
Yes,
want
miss.
to change this sentence into the negative form, what do we have to add?
She didn't work yesterday.
Very good. So she didn't work yesterday. Okay? Why did we add the verb did not? Or did?
Because we can't.
Very good. لأنه we do not.
Because we need to make it negative.
Very good. We need to make it negative. So we don't have a verb to be in order to change the sentence to the negative, and we do not have a verb to be in order to change the sentence into an interrogative sentence. That's why when you have an action verb with no helping verb, you have to add the verb did. So she worked yesterday. She didn't work yesterday. And did she work yesterday? So you start your question with did. Who can tell me, what did you realize when we add didn't to the sentence or did? What happened to the main verb?
We changed the verb into present.
Miss,
Very good.
Miss, we changed. Yes.
Very good. So when we add did to the verb, the main verb goes back to its base form. يعني أنا I cannot say did she worked or she didn't worked. Okay? بس يكون عندنا directly the verb should be in its root form, in its base form.
Yes.
Okay, miss.
Just a second, checking who left. Ahmed Salhab. Okay. Ahmed, just let me look for his name. كمان هو he left. Okay. So, did you understand? Is everything clear?
Yes, miss.
Any questions before we end the meeting?
No. No.
Okay, so by
No, miss.
tomorrow, okay, great. So by tomorrow, we are going to explain the past progressive. In the third live session, we are going to explain them together. And فاهمين both, but I'm going to show you how to differentiate between them in the exercises. We are going to solve a part of the worksheet together. You are going to have a homework for Monday, which is to solve the worksheet of the rest of the worksheet on Saturday and Sunday. On Monday, when you come back, in the first 10 to 15 minutes of the Zoom live, we're going to correct it together, يعني correct the homework together, and we start with a new session.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So let me just sum up.
Thank you, miss.
Okay, miss. Thank you.
Okay, I just want to sum up and then you leave. Wait. We still have 4 minutes. Wait. I'll sum up and make a summary and then you leave. So we said the past simple form is based on the verb. If the verb is regular, we just add ed. If it's irregular, we have to follow the list of irregular verbs because it has a unique past tense.
بس حتبعتي لنا إياها ترجع على irregular verbs صح؟
Of course, I will send it to you. I will send you the list of irregular verbs. The uses of the past simple are very close. We use it to express completed actions which happened in the past. As we said, they are already finished. They are done. He broke his tooth last week. Peter cooked dinner last night. So these actions are done. It's also used to express habits in the past, يعني things that you were used to do in the past. Peter played the piano when he was a child. He studied Spanish when he was a student, and so on. Series of completed actions, and they said this is close to the completed actions in the past because the same concept, but instead of having one action, we have more than one action. Like he sat down, took out a notebook and a pen and started taking notes. He made breakfast, drove his son to school, and went to work. We also talked about the spelling rules, which are very easy. And I told you, please don't get mixed up with the spelling rules because you already know how to write the words. The last thing we talked about is the affirmative, negative, and interrogative. When we have the verb to be, it's different because we don't have to add anything to the sentence like they were friends, they weren't friends, were they friends. But when we have an action verb with no helping verb or verb to be in the sentence, we have to add did. There's something very important I mentioned is that when we have did in the sentence, the verb stays as it is. I just want to ask you one more question. If I said he did his homework, who can change it to the past, to the negative?
Anna.
Yes, go ahead.
He didn't do his homework.
Very good. Why? Because the main verb here is did. يعني do.
Yeah.
Okay, so he didn't do his homework. Did he do his homework? Okay.
Yes.
That's everything. So I see you in the next Zoom session. Hala, I check my schedule. I don't know if we have English tomorrow, but anyways, the next Zoom session would be about past progressive. I will send you the list of irregular verbs now. وراح احطها على الجوجل Drive in case. وحازيدها notice على الapplication in case you want to check it. Thank you all. See you soon. Goodbye.
Thank you, Miss. Bye.
Bye.